Did you know that it's possible to grow an array of fruit trees in Texas, especially some productive ones? In this video, I'll chronicle the monthly growth of my in-ground fruit trees in Central Texas Zone 8B in 2024. Many of these trees have been growing fruits for years with varying results. Let's see how my in-ground fruit trees are doing in early February 2024. The fruit trees are still bare in the average winter weather. In mid-January, Texas experienced an Arctic cold front that sent the temperatures into the mid-20s and teens. Luckily, the fruit trees were dormant, and the cold weather would help with their required chill hours. However, my loquat tree is evergreen, and it has small fruit growing on it. My feijoa tree also has some leaves. After the freeze, the loquat tree looked okay with minimal leaf damage. I can't tell if the fruit will hold, but they're not falling off the tree. The feijoa leaves turned brown after the freeze, but the plant should recover. I also bought another companion feijoa for my in-ground and container trees. Hopefully I can get flowers from them this year. I'll keep watching the loquat tree so we can hopefully have fruit for the first time in years. In early March 2024, February had mild weather with enough cold nights to keep the trees dormant and add to their required chill hours. By the end of the month, many fruit trees began waking up. The fig trees are developing new leaves and even small fruit. The peach trees are producing their seasonal flowers. Unfortunately, the loquat will not have fruit this spring due to the January Arctic freeze. The pomegranate tree is growing new leaves, and the Mexican plum is pushing out flowers. Even our native trees are showing off their flowers, such as the colorful Texas redbud and the fragrant mountain laurel. March may still have cold nights and a late sneaky freeze, and it's also time of year to have extreme weather, including hail and tornadoes. But I hope the fruit trees slowly wake up within the next few weeks, thanks to the cool and rainy winter we've had so far. In late March 2024, most of my fruit trees have awoken from dormancy. My feijoas regrew after the January freeze and even has flowers for the first time in years. After a prune, the Celeste and Alma fig trees have tons of new branches and leaves. I'm shocked to see that my loquat from seed has its very first fruit after the January freeze. The peach trees bloomed very well and are holding tons of fruit on the branches. Our Eureka persimmon is producing flowers, and the hachia has new leaves but no flowers yet. The male persimmon is coming back, but the mature female hasn't woken up yet. The pomegranates look great, the grapes have new growth, the mulberries are turning red, and the blackberries are flowering. Thanks to the mild rainy winter, I anticipate an amazing fruiting season, and I can't wait to enjoy the various fruits. In early May 2024, the warm and rainy weather in spring is in full effect. My 8-year-old loquat from seed is growing its few fruits for the first time through April. By early May, the seasonal fruits ripened on the tree. The mulberry tree quickly developed and dropped its fruits. Our feijoa tree produced flowers for the first time in years. My container tree is producing new growths and flowers too. Our Celeste fig gained recent growth and is developing fruit for the first time. Our older Alma figs also have some developing fruits. Our white flesh peaches are looking great, and we might have an even better season with our yellow flesh peaches. Our female American persimmon has some late season flowers, while the male trees are regrowing rather than flowering. Our Eureka persimmon is loaded with small fruits. Our pomegranate tree is producing its red flowers, our grapes are growing on the vines, and the blackberries are ripening at various stages. With rainy weather continuing, we'll have a great start for the backyard fruiting season. In late May 2024, May was yet another hot and stormy month. My in-ground feijoa is done flowering, but my container tree has a late flower. My new feijoa has a ton of new growth. My Celeste fig is producing its first time fruits, and the Alma fig is loaded with fruit that should be ready in a few weeks. My loquat tree finished its first fruit earlier in the month. The peaches are doing great on the trees, and they should be ready by mid-July. The American persimmon will not produce fruit this year, but the male tree is still growing. The hachia is growing well, and Eureka has tons of fruit. Our second pomegranate tree has flowers, and the first tree has a developing fruit. The grapes are getting larger on the clusters, a few mulberries remain, and after recent harvest, there are still blackberries on the vine. More fruit varieties should ripen within the next month, and I can't wait to try them. In late June 2024, the fruit trees are doing very well after we received several inches of rain from Tropical Storm Alberto in mid-June. With returning heat, many trees' fruits are ripening. The Celeste fig is growing new leaves and unripe fruit, but our Alma fig trees are loaded with large, ripe fruit. The dark brown fruits are soft and sweet. Butterflies and insects enjoy the overripe ones. The peaches on the trees are almost ready, and some of them are soft to the touch and ready to eat. Although I don't know the names, we have 2 varieties that ripen throughout July. I discovered our American persimmon tree has fruit on the very top. This means our male tree may have flowered, or there's another male tree nearby. Our Eureka persimmon's fall season fruits are looking great. One of our pomegranate trees has a single fruit, and the grapes are ripening in the garden. The fruiting season is still ongoing, but summer is becoming the best part of it. Subscribe to Shimokuro World for more fruit tree videos. In early August 2024, after a rainy July, the fruit trees are looking great as the summer heat returned. The in-ground and container Feijoa trees are still growing, even though their blooming season is over. The Celeste fig is growing fruits, but I've yet to see them ripen to full size. The almond fig trees produce a ton of fruit early in the month. By the end of the month, the multiple peach trees dropped all of their fruit, providing us with the best harvest in years. The female American persimmon has some fruit, while the male tree continues to regrow. The Eureka persimmon is still growing its fall season fruits, and the Hachia might produce next year due to new growth. There are 2 precious pomegranates on 2 separate trees. In the garden, our compost peach tree has a few large fruits on it, and is always the last one to drop them. Some trees are done with their fruits for the year, but other varieties have yet to ripen. In late August 2024, many trees were showing stress from a brief yet intense heat wave where we had a few over 105-degree days. The in-ground Feijoa looks smaller without the 2 container trees around it, but it's doing okay in the sun. The Celeste fig dropped most of its leaves, but it still has some small fruits forming. The large alma figs have fruit on them too. My loquat tree, which should be blooming soon, also has some stress from the heat wave. The peaches are officially done producing their fruits, and some underdeveloped fruits are clinging onto a tree. The American persimmon fruits change colors and are easier to spot on the tree. The Eureka persimmons are completely orange and need to be soft. Our pink pomegranate cracked open from the heat, and the smaller pomegranate is ready to pick. I hope the trees recover from the brief heat and continue to grow their fruits into the fall. In late September 2024, September was another hot and dry month. The Feijoas continued to hold onto their leaves in the heat. The Celeste fig stabilized after dropping its leaves last month. The loquat is recovering from the heat and hasn't bloomed yet. The alma fig is growing new leaves with older fruit on the top. The peaches still hold their leaves but are slowly falling off. The American persimmons are turning orange, which appear easily on the trees. We've been harvesting the Eureka persimmons to prevent wildlife from eating them before we get to them. The male American grew pretty well this year. While it's Mexican plum season, my tree is dropping leaves. A single pomegranate remains on the tree. While it's still hot, the days are getting shorter, which are prompting many trees to drop their seasonal leaves. Most of the trees are done with their fruits, while others have about a month and a half left to go before it gets cold. I can't wait to enjoy the last fruits of the year. In late October 2024, the Feijoa is looking rough, but is looking okay with new growth. The Celeste fig grew new leaves and has tons of new fruit. However, one alma fig is almost bare with small new leaves. The loquat tree is finally attempting to make its fall season flowers. The larger alma fig looks better with fresh leaves and new fruit. The peach trees have burned leaves and are finally dropping them. The American persimmon is also dropping leaves, but has a few fruits clinging onto the high branches. All the Eureka persimmons are gone after we picked them off the tree. The male American persimmon dropped its leaves, as well as the Hachia persimmon. The pomegranate tree has mummified fruit, but is still lush and green. We also have wild-growing chili piquin peppers, which are small but pack a big punch. October ended up being a record-breaking hot and dry month. With that weather combination and changing sunlight, many trees are dropping their leaves. But I can't wait to have the last fruits of the year before the trees go dormant. In early December 2024, after a blistering start to November, the weather felt more like fall at the end of the month. The Feijoa looks smaller, but has a little bit of new growth. The Celeste fig dropped most of its leaves, yet has a few small fruits on the branches. My 8.5-year-old loquat is producing its fall flowers. They're primarily growing on the southern side of the tree, and the flowers should open within the next few weeks. My largest alma fig has leaves on the top and bunches of developing fruit that could ripen. The peach trees are dropping their leaves as the weather changes. The American persimmon dropped all of its leaves, and some fruits hang on the high branches. We harvested the fruits from our Eureka persimmon, and our male American persimmon dropped its leaves. The Hachia persimmon is bare, the Mexican plum is shedding, and one pomegranate is dropping its small leaves. Another pomegranate has most of its leaves. We still have some wild-growing chili piquin peppers throughout the yard. Although the weather is getting cooler and dipping into the 40s at night, most of the fruit trees will go dormant. Although some trees are a little confused about the weather changes, others are already sleeping, so they'll be the first to wake in the spring. I can't wait to see if the figs ripen and the loquat flowers bloom. in late December 2024. The fruit trees transformed after we had our first freeze in mid-December. The pomegranates dropped its leaves, turning yellow on the tall tree. I also noticed some changes in my 8.5-year-old loquat tree. The fall flowers are about to open, but the tree is a little bit behind schedule due to a warm fall. But I can't wait to see more flowers. The fruit trees lost all of their leaves, but the fruit that developed after a September heat wave remained. We were thankful to have such a rainy December. By the end of the month, the fruit trees are bare and dormant. The fig trees are nothing but skinny sticks, and the fruits fell off the Alma fig. My loquat tree is the only tree with foliage, and it looks gorgeous. It's almost done producing its fall season flowers, providing some nectar for the bees. But the other trees are bare, with a few remnants of their fruits. The first tree to wake up in the spring will be the garden fruiting plants, such as the mulberry and blackberries. We're expecting some freezes in mid-January, and this will provide chill hours for the dormant trees. I can't wait to see the fruit trees on warmer days and have another year of homegrown fruit. Subscribe to Schmucker Wolf for more fruit tree videos. As you can see, we had an interesting yet productive year from our mature in-ground fruit trees. If you want to grow fruit trees in Texas or in the southern states, contact your local agriculture extension to determine which type of fruit trees can grow and thrive in your area, particularly regarding chill hours and soil conditions. What fruit trees grow in your local area? Were some of your favorites featured? If you want to know how my exotic fruit trees and containers did, check out the video on screen and subscribe for more fruit tree videos.